So you've probably seen the board with the beady little eyes and you're wondering, I wonder if that's worth the money. And the words of Dwight Schrute,
good, not great.
and I'm gonna explain why I say that, but first, if you like these videos and you wanna see more skateboard content, like and subscribe because it really helps my channel out. So today I'm gonna be reviewing the Krooked price point deck that I bought from Tactics for $45. Keep in mind this was their price point board and not one of their pro models. So when I first got this board, honestly I was super hyped. The top sheet matched the bottom graphic, which I thought was super sick, and something about those beady little eyes on that Krooked logo are pretty sick. Kind of endearing in a way. Right off the bat, just standing on the board on the carpet, I could tell that I wasn't gonna be a huge fan of the shape. And that's just because I don't really like a steep tail. In fact, I like a really mellow tail. And this tail wasn't necessarily steep, it was probably medium. So it wasn't the worst, but it also wasn't really my favorite. The nose wasn't particularly steep, and the concave was pretty mellow. All in all, not too bad. The first impressions of the board were pretty good. I mean, the board was pretty solid. It was crispy. Not necessarily like extra crispy, but it was still crispy. I didn't notice like any sogginess or anything out of the usual. Just felt like a solid skateboard deck. And honestly, you couldn't ask for anything more. Right off the bat, you just want to feel like the board is well constructed the first time you skate, because it gives you the confidence to really try the tricks that you want to try. Speaking of well constructed, let's get a session on my new little ledge over there. So after about 2 weeks of skating the Krooked board, there was no major damage, no chips. The board was feeling a little bit broken in, so not quite as stiff as before, but nothing really out of the ordinary. The only thing that was super noticeable was that the nose was a little bit soggy, but because I don't really do much nollie or switch, it really didn't make that much of a difference. So then another week goes by and I'm skating this board on the rail and I try a front lip slide, and you already know what's about to happen. My weight's a little bit off and I just go full WWE on this board and snap it right in two. Luckily I didn't get folded as bad as this guy. It kind of just broke out of nowhere, and to be fair, I mean, front lips are mega board breakers. However, I've had other boards that put under a similar stress, they just crack or flex a little bit, but they don't break. So I was really surprised that this one just out of nowhere got obliterated. Just for reference, I've got this board for Christmas and I've been skating it since beginning of January. So it's been lasting me probably like 6 or 7 weeks. I haven't cracked it. It's chipped in a few places, but nothing super major. So boards normally last me around like a month to a month and a half, and that board snapped at 3 weeks, which was super surprising. Now I do have to take some of the blame. I mean, obviously I landed pretty hard on the front lip and it snapped, but I do think the board is partially to blame. You see, some companies will build their pro model decks in someplace, say Canada or Mexico. Those are the boards that they sell for, you know, like 60 bucks full price, whereas they make cheaper brand logo decks that are their price point decks that they maybe sell for like $40 to $50. And these decks are actually made overseas in factories where they produce the boards for cheaper so that they can afford to sell them for cheaper. In essence, what I'm saying is you get what you pay for. They're paying manufacturers less, so the product that you get in the end is less. You don't have to pay as much for it, but it might not be as strong as if you paid full price for a regular pro model. I know a lot of people believe that all skateboard decks are equal, and I just really do not believe that at all. In my experience, you definitely do get what you pay for. However, if you are like me and you go through boards on a regular basis and you want to try and save money each time that you buy one, I do have a board that I would suggest. But first, I want to do a trick challenge. Today's tricks challenge is going to be a no slide. Now that I have this ledge, I'm determined to become a ledge skater, and the most basic ledge trick that you can do is just a backside no slide. So I'm gonna see if I can get a backside no slide, get in really good and sit on it, because normally I get in and I'm immediately slipping out and it just looks kind of like a fake no slide. So I want to do a no slide that I feel proud of. So leave it in the comments below what tricks you want me to learn, but let's try this trick. Somehow the more I try this, the worse I'm getting. So unfortunately guys, that's the best my no slides are gonna get. Honestly, I'm kind of happy with the progress. I got a few in there. There was like a minute there where I was like getting them pretty consistently, so pretty stoked on that. As far as getting boards at a good price and getting good quality, the best board for the price that I've ever bought has been from Tactics Board Shop. In my experience, shop decks are typically mediocre at best. They're never really anything to write home about. However, a few months ago when I got that Krooked board, I also got a Tactics shop board. Surprisingly, this board cost less than the Krooked board and actually lasted twice as long. I don't know who their manufacturer is or what the deal is, and the quality of that board was really nothing less than what you'd expect from major brands like Girl, Baker, Creature, brands that people know and love that are crispy and poppy and stay fresh for a really long time. So if you're looking for a really good deal on a board, go to tactics.com. Now obviously this isn't a sponsored video or anything. I'm just trying to tell you what has helped me, what's worked for me. Anyways guys, that's gonna be it for this video. It's pretty cold out here. I went pretty hard. Happy I got some nose slides in. For a minute there I was getting them pretty consistent, but comment down below what trick you're trying to learn right now and let me know what you think I should learn on the ledge next. That's pretty much it for this video. So I'm gonna do a kickflip, and if I land it you have to subscribe. You ready? I'm gonna get this one take wonder right now.